Johannesburg Water has outlined how planned Rand water maintenance work will affect the residents of the city. Areas that will be affected include Johannesburg South, areas around Sandton, Midrand and Alexandra. Rand Water will be conducting planned maintenance of its systems in December 2025 and January 2026. Authorities also launched Johannesburg's water tanker fleet, which will form part of the contingency measures to feed residents in affected areas during that period. To unpack this story further, joining me now is Rand Water spokesperson Makenosi Maroo. Thank you so much and a very good evening. Thank you so much for joining us. If you could just tell us about these planned maintenance updates that are going to be taking place over the festive season and the areas that will be affected.
Good evening, Masa, and good evening to your viewers. You are correct. We are undertaking maintenance project as Rand Water. It will be from the month of December, obviously this coming month, obviously up until January the 19th. So we are starting tomorrow at 4 a.m. The system that will be impacted will be Palmit, and it will also be Mapleton. So Palmit supplies the 3 metros. So we're talking of city of Johannesburg, city of Tshwane, Ekurhuleni, and some parts of Madibeng. And then the Mapleton system supplies the 3 metros, but also now we're including Tembisilahani, Lesedi, Govenbegi, and Victor Khanye municipalities. So these are the systems that will be impacted starting from tomorrow, but it will only be for a short period. So we're starting tomorrow up until the 15th of December at 4 a.m.
And Makenosi, when you say a short period, does that mean you're talking about the duration in terms of the number of days that the maintenance is going to be taking place, or the times that water outages will be taking place in certain areas?
We are talking about the duration of the maintenance. So as indicated, it's a project, it's a bigger project, but it has been divided into different phases to ensure that the system recovers completely and recovers quickly. So we are starting tomorrow, and then the second phase will be on the 19th of December, which will be next week Friday. And then we are moving to the third phase, but we will communicate, which will be on the 6th of January. And then we'll also be continuing with other stages. So we have divided the maintenance into the different phases just to allow for the system to recover.
Now, I know maintenance is obviously very important, but a question that many might be asking themselves is, did this maintenance have to happen during the holiday season when everybody's home?
It's really critical to answer that question, is that we have scheduled this maintenance in December, also in January, because that's when the water demand is at its lowest during this time of the year. But also, as indicated, the system recovers quickly because we have rainy season. I mean, we have been seeing that we have seen a lot of rain in Gauteng, and the demand is quite low. So for us, we're saying it's a critical period for Rand Water to undertake this maintenance. But also we need to emphasize that we know that a lot of residents, they do leave the province to travel for holiday, to go to their homelands. So this is the time where we're saying it's actually more suitable for us to undertake maintenance work.
And in terms of the second phase of the plan as well, so there'll be different areas that will be affected. So you've divided it in terms of areas to be affected. Do I understand you correctly there?
That's correct, Masa. So we are starting tomorrow. It will be just a period of 48 hours. And then the next phase also will be about 54 hours. That will be from the 19th up until the 21st of December. That will be for 54 hours. So here mainly it will be the meters that are impacted more than the reservoirs or more than bigger systems. So it will be the Eikenhof, but we'll communicate that closer to date. We don't want to confuse residents. So we're saying tomorrow the first phase is beginning up until the 15th a.m. So around 4 a.m. will be done with the maintenance. Then the second phase will start on the 19th of December, which will be next week Friday.
Okay. There's also word that there'll be water tankers that will be supplied by Rand Water, as usually is the case when there's a planned maintenance of this nature. But also what happens is that some areas complain about these water tankers not making their way to them. Will you have enough capacity for these water tankers?
Rainwater, we don't provide water tankers at all. We have given municipalities adequate time to implement their contingency measures so that they minimize possible disruptions to consumers. So we are saying the municipalities, especially the metros, will be on board to provide water tankers. They have given us that assurance.
Makenosi Maroo, thank you so much for explaining to us this update of the planned water maintenance that will be taking place across this festive season in the city of Joburg.